today is northern beans, collard greens, rice, and cilantro chicken. Our first ingredient that we're going to use is going to be smoked turkey necks. Look at that. Okay. Have the garlic. Can you see that? Is it too bright in here? Can you see the garlic in? I need an onion. Put an onion in there. Okay. I'm gonna put an onion in there. I'm also gonna put a few peppers in here. I want to put some turnips. Aren't they beautiful? Some turnips in there. Okay. No, this year I don't even know. I may not even grow a garden. And in grow a garden, I mean I may not do anything to intervene at all. Because at this point, if I don't do anything at all, I'm still going to have a garden. Because nature will take care of itself, and all those plants out there, they've dropped a lot of seeds. So, oh, this turnip smells so good. I love turnips, especially when I'm making greens. I love turnips. Smells so fresh. See what I'm saying? I'm not going to grow a garden, but just smelling this turnip is making me wish I could be in nature right now. I love nature. If I did grow a garden, I definitely would grow turnips. Cut these turnips up. Cut them up the way my grandmother. My mother used to. It's the way I like them. I just take them, lay them that way, and cut them. Now, my home, this is my home. This isn't a restaurant. What my home is about is nutritional value, taste. Nutritional value first, taste. Just preparing healthy meals for my family. So this is about the size. You can't even see it. I might cut it in half. Cooking, when you cook from the heart, so it's pretty much whatever you feel, and that's what I'm feeling right now, so that's what I'm gonna do. And by using my pressure cooker, I will maintain a lot of the nutritional value in these foods. Have the turnips in there. I'm gonna get some celery. Here's the celery. Cut back. And I'm going to cut the celery like this. I want them maybe 4 inches long. Can you see it? 4 inches long. Put the celery in there. So, celery's all rinsed off. Put the celery in there. And I don't throw any of this away. I compost everything. So, my compost is pretty. I'm going to put some, the tools, only tools I use so far. I want to put some salt in here. This is about a gallon pot. Only reason I'm using a measuring cup is because sometimes I like to know exactly how much I'm putting in here. And you could look at this pressure canner and see it's about 4 quarts. Is it 4 quarts or is it 6? I don't even know. I think it's 4. I'm going to use a teaspoon of salt. A teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to use some bay leaves. I was going to say 1 or 2, but I don't know. I want to stir this. Not that I really need to. I'm just going to. The fact that I left the peppers in here whole, it'll be much hotter because the seeds really hold the heat. And this is what it's looking like. I want to close this. So this is nice and secure. I'm going to put this on the stove and bring it to a boil. Forgot to get my greens. My greens. I gotta rinse them off though. So I'm about to rinse off the greens. Alright. It's strange. I see people, they're like, oh my God. When they see people use their sink for making chicken and stuff like that, but it's a sterling silver sink. It doesn't hold all those germs and stuff. It's a great container to use for this. I rinse my greens off. I like to put a little vinegar. Get them nice and clean. I use vinegar for everything. Cleaning the house, everything. I hope y'all don't use the zoom in and see how much I need to clean. I just told y'all to do it, didn't I? At this point in life, I don't even care. So, enjoy. I'm gonna start cutting my greens up. And I'm gonna just let them drape right over this. They're gonna just drape. Some beautiful greens. I want to get as many as I can in this pile because I'm not gonna feel like doing this that long. It's one of the reasons why, de-stem theirs and all that. I'm not doing all that. There's a lot of nutritional value in the stem. So I won't be doing that. I know this is not what you're used to seeing on no cooking show, but it is what it is. All that waiting for things or waiting for stuff to be perfect time is over. We don't have that time anymore to just wait for things to be perfect. You want to do something? Do it. And I wanted to cook this for you guys, so that's what I'm going to do. My mom probably would be like, Shanine, really? I just told you guys my name. Well, my name is Beautiful. My husband named me Beautiful. That's the name that I feel. That's the name that vibes with me. Beautiful. My little brother said to me one time, Shanine, everything, I'm saying my name again, everything is so good, but everything is so big. Because you know I don't cut things small and tiny, and at that time I was working, so I really didn't have time to be cutting things all tiny and fine and small and all that. I was just trying to make a nutritious meal for my family. Believe me, growing up, all these, you know what, I don't even want to lie on my grandma and say she had these greens all big like this. I don't even want to do it, so I'm going to shut that up. You know, cooking, when you cook for yourself, when you cook for your family, you cook from the heart. You cook how you feel. Do what you like. If you want to try something, try it. Do as you will. Nobody has to eat this, but I'm telling you, I've never had any complaints. I never made anyone sick. Well, these greens are very dirty. And you know what I'm noticing, which is very, very odd to me? Very suspect. Now, I bought these greens from the grocery store. And usually the chlorophyll inside the greens had turned this water completely green by now, but it's not. That's odd. Alright, I'm going to start packing the greens back in this container. I mean, seeing this water so clear is really odd to me. I mean, this water should be green. Well, it's a little green, but it's not what I would suspect or what I would expect to see. I know when I grow greens, I actually have greens out there right now. The water is usually completely like green. Can you see the water? It's kind of green, but it's not what I would expect. But I'm happy. I'm happy at least it's green, so I'm not as alarmed as I was. But these greens weren't very dirty at all. And almost all of them were fresh, which is good. You know, when I was growing up as a child, and my grandmother, she would cook these greens, it would have a nice broth to it, and we would put that broth, in teacups or coffee cups, and we would drink it. It was really delicious. You know it would have to be in order for a kid to drink it. So. I just wanted to share that. I'm so extra. This is giant red mustard greens. It's ready. I got my greens ready. Now it's time for the chicken. Now I'm making cilantro chicken. And you don't need, like, that's one chicken breast. That's really all I need to make this cilantro chicken. Which way am I going to cut it? I'll cut it this way. You know what? I'll cut it this way. Cutting it maybe an inch thick. This one chicken breast could feed a whole family. I mean, one person should not be eating a chicken breast this large. It's just not healthy. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 5, but let's say you have a family of 6, so let's just cut that one for the babies. So now we can feed a family of 6 and get Dad this little extra piece. What I'm about to do is I'm about to tenderize this chicken. I'm going to start with my first piece. I think that's enough. Start with my next piece. I'm going to do both sides. Okay. So I'm going to lay this chicken out. All right. And you might say, well, why does Dad get the extra piece? Because because Dad does so much. He's so important, and he works so hard for his family. I know Mom does too, but Mom can't consume as many calories. Or Mom will get a little fat. So let's let Dad have that one. Okay. This is kosher salt. You know those little cheese containers you get? I save mine and put salt in there. You know, kosher salt is a little so works for me. A little salt. A little garlic. Or a lot of garlic. Some pepper. Turn it. Use that garlic. Pepper. Put all these things up. Let me get a Ziploc bag. I hope this bag don't have a hole in it, because if this bag has a hole in it, I'm going to have some problems. Take some Dijon mustard. Shake it first. I never hardly use this stuff. It is so undelicious to me. Squirt some Dijon in the bag. All right. That looks about a tablespoon. I'm going to put a little more. That's about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I'm going to take, I'm going to take a half a cup of milk. Half a cup of milk. And I'm going to mix the half a cup of milk with the Dijon mustard. Mix it up. Okay, is it dripping? I did not want this bag to have a hole. All right, I'm going to use a fresh bag just to make sure I don't have to deal with any more holes. Because somehow my bag that I only used 569 times has a hole. Dijon mustard in my milk in this bag. I'm going to throw this one away. Put my milk up. And I want to take my chicken and I'm going to put it in here. I'm not trying to be cute. I'm not trying to be fancy. I'm just trying to make so I'm going to make sure this gets mixed up. Okay, looks like my pressure canner is coming to pressure. See it? All right. That's as soon as you put that on there, the smell just comes up. So that popped up. Chicken. So Since it's all mixed up like this and I got the milk with the Dijon mustard in there, I'm gonna let that rest, marinate for a minute. Start some oil. No, should I start some oil now? Should I start some rice? I think I should start some rice. I'm gonna start some rice. Alright, this is how you make rice. So I'm going to use 2 cups of water. And this is an actual cup, you know. A coffee cup is not really a cup. This is an actual cup. Two cups of water. You know what? I'm going to use 4 cups of water. If I would have just used 2 cups of water, I would use 1 cup of rice. But I'm going to use 4 cups of water, so I'm going to use 2 cups of rice. So if you use 2 cups of water, you use 1 cup of rice. If you use 4 cups of water, you use 2 cups of rice. So now I have to get my rice. I'm so extra. I am so extra. Girl, you don't gotta be that extra. Some people just do. Some people just are extra. You know? I guess I'm one of them people that's extra. Alright. I got my greens ready. I got my greens ready. Okay. Why do I spill everything? Why do I spill everything? Okay, what's next? Oh. Now it's time for the chicken. Okay. So I'm gonna lay this chicken out. I forgot a piece. I forgot Dad's piece. Now I have to wash my tenderizer and do Dad's piece. Dad's piece got lost. the extra piece. Because Dad does so much. He's so important, and he works so hard for his family. I know Mom does too, but Mom can't consume as many calories as Dad. Or Mom will get a little fat. So let's let Dad have that one. Okay. This is kosher salt. You know those little cheese containers you get? I save mine and put salt in there. You know, kosher salt is a little bigger, so works for me. A little salt, a little garlic, or a lot of garlic, some pepper, turn it. I don't like to touch my stuff when I touch chicken, so I'm gonna wash my hands again. My hands again. We're going to use that kosher salt. Use that garlic. Pepper. Put all these things up. Let me get a Ziploc bag. I hope this bag don't have a hole in it, because if this bag has a hole in it, I'm going to have some problems. Take some Dijon mustard. Shake it first. I never hardly use this stuff. It is so undelicious to me. Squirt some Dijon in the bag. All right, that looks about a tablespoon. I'm going to put a little more. That's about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard. I'm going to take, a half a cup of milk. Half a cup of milk. And I'm going to mix the half a cup of milk with the Dijon mustard. Mix it up. Okay, is it dripping? I did not want this bag to have a hole. Alright, I'm going to use a fresh bag just to make sure I don't have to do any more holes. Because somehow my bag that I only used 569 times has a hole. Alright. So I got my Dijon mustard and my milk in this bag. I'm going to throw this one away. Put my milk up. And I want to take my chicken and I'm going to put it in here. I'm not trying to be cute. I'm not trying to be fancy. I'm just trying to make a delicious meal for my family. I could be cute though, because, you know, I'm good with all the cute little stuff, but I'm not feeling it right now. So I'm not trying to be cute. Sometimes you want to be cute. Sometimes you just want to get it done. Sometimes you don't want to do it at all. But we don't live in a world where you just do what you want. The Creator didn't create this world for you just to do what you want to do. You have to do things you don't want to do sometimes, so things can be the way you do want them to be. So I'm going to make sure this gets mixed up. Okay, looks like my pressure canner is coming to pressure. Show you guys my pressure canner coming to pressure. Can you see it? You can't see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? All right. That's no. As soon as you put that on there, the smell just comes up. So that popped up. You always have to wait until it comes to pressure first. Yes, my house is super messy. Super messy. It's that chicken. Open the bag. Alright, I got my chicken. Put my chicken. So, since it's all mixed up like this and I got the milk with the Dijon mustard in there, I'm going to let that rest, marinate for a minute. Oil. No, should I start some oil now? Should I start some rice? I think I should start some rice. I'm going to start some rice. Alright, this is how you make rice. So I'm going to use 2 cups of water. And this is an actual cup, you know. All right. So I need 2 cups of rice. One cup. Oh, I just messed up. You know what I should have did? It's because I haven't cooked in so long. I should have let this water come to a boil first, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter that much. Right. Put a little bit of salt in there. Not a lot. And I'm also going to put a little oil. Put a little butter. You don't have to put the butter, but I just feel like putting the butter. Remember I said cooking is all about feel, so I want to put the butter. And I'm going to put this on the stove on high. When it starts to boil, I'm going to turn it down. I'm going to use my cast iron pan. I believe it's from 1891. And it's super large. It's large. I'm going to use it. Now, do you see this over here? And it's like shaking like this. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. Wait, that's the wrong one. I'm going to turn it to maybe 4. Because I don't want the pressure to get too high. So I turned it down a little bit. And my oil in here because when I use it, it's just easy to pour. So I keep it in here. Turn it up. Now that this is like shaking like this, I'm going to start my timer for 15 minutes. And I'm going to let that do that for 15 minutes. I'm waiting for my oil to get hot. So I have the rice cooking. I have all the vegetables and the smoked turkey cooking. And I have this oil warming up. I need to clean all of this because where I keep all my baking supplies. This house is very old. It's like 110, 115 years old. So this can take the ironing board out and stand here, heat your iron on the stove and iron your clothes, heat your iron on the stove, iron your clothes, but we don't need that anymore. So I turned it to a cabinet for all my, not all, believe me, I wish it was all, but my baking supplies. Whenever you're using a pressure cooker to cook, you can't just go and lay down and sit down. No, you need to watch it. So for the 15 minutes, I'm going to allow it to do this. I need to watch it for 15 minutes. While I'm waiting, I can get the flour ready. I'm going to turn that down a little bit more. Okay, I got my flour. I season the flour while I'm waiting. I'm going to season the flour with some lemon pepper. Oh, this lemon pepper smells so good. All right, that's enough. I'm also going to put some Italian seasoning in here. Put a little. Nope, you know what? I'm not putting anything else in here. That's it. Mix it up. Can you see it? Mixed it up. I don't know, what do you guys think? All right. I'm going to take my chicken. And I'm going to put it in the bag. I don't really want to touch it because that milk, it makes everything stick. My hands will be so floured if I really touch it like that. So. Get another piece. Stick it in the bag. Get that covered. I try not to touch it until it kind of gets covered. All right, take another piece, stick it in the bag. I know you never seen nobody cook like this, at least not on camera. On camera though? Yup, on camera though. Yeah, this milk, it makes everything stick. If you don't have any skin on your chicken or anything and you want a nice crust, like you're cooking a skinless chicken breast or something, use milk. Okay, my last piece. Now I know that oil is getting hot now because I took some more time doing this crap. Oh, that is boiling. I want to turn that down. I'm going to turn that down and remove the lid and let that cook. That's the rice. Let me put this chicken in here. Now, it's not brown, but I just want to turn it. Ooh. And I was going to wipe the floors before I did this. I'm happy I did. Oh, this food smells so good. And I'm going to turn this rice off a little early. Only because I'm going to put the lid on it and it's going to be sitting there for a while. And I don't want it to get mushy. Where's my lid? How do you, oh. So I turned it off a little bit early and it's just going to sit there. I'll give it a little air. Nobody likes mushy rice. I know a lot of people don't cook the way that I cook anymore. You know, a lot of people are a lot fancier. But this is the way I like to cook. Oh my God, I should have turned that off. That's off now too. A little past 15 minutes, but it's off now too. That's all ready. Now, I can't remove this or that until this little tap goes down. Once this little tap goes down, I know the pressure has went down enough and it's safe for me to open the pressure canner. Pressure cooker, sorry. You remember this pressure canner right here? What it's for is I'm about to put them greens in here. All right, let me put the greens in there. What have these people done to these greens? Why is there no chlorophyll in here? Like, really? Look how clear that water is. That is too clear. All right, I got the greens in there. You know, a lot of people like to put sugar in their greens. I never have. I don't know anybody in my family who does. But what I am going to put in there is my prune vinaigrette. Because you know how sweet prunes are. I'm going to use maybe 1/4 cup. I just pull this stuff out my head, y'all. That's what cooking, that's why people love to cook. You can be so creative. And I got a bag of beans here. Some navy beans. I'm gonna put them in here. Oh, we gotta check this chicken. Check this chicken. I don't think these pieces are ready to be turned, so I'm going to let them continue to do what they do. Put some water in here with these beans. 1 pound of beans. I'm going to fill it up. See, this is why it's important that you clean your beans. You see that? So I'm going to let it sit in there for a minute and I'm just going to rinse it off. I'm not soaking them. I'm just like making sure they're nice and clean, so when I prepare them, they'll be nice and clean. You know, I was thinking I could dump the beans in here with the greens, but everybody doesn't like that, so I'm not. Look at y'all, can see all that crap over there in the corner. I told y'all I need to clean up. I'll show you what it is. Unfortunately, that's where I keep all my mops and brooms and all that kind of crap. Try to not have it in view so you don't have to look at it. You can see right here, that's still sticking up. So, open that yet. Do something. That's what it looks like. Smells good. And the rice. That's what the rice looks like. And this is what I'm talking about. Can you see this? How it's sticking up? Once that goes down, I can open this pressure cooker. But until that goes down, it's not safe to open. No, it's not fish. It's cilantro chicken. And it's delicious. Don't that look good? Oh my God. It's the first time I drank water. I don't know how long. Oh my God. Looking good. Mhm. We're just waiting for this to go down. Okay. Okay, we got the pot of greens. This. This. The pot of greens. You know what? I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm going, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in here. I just want to be able to see what's in here. So, get I'm gonna eat one of these turnips so bad. All right. And so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain these. Now they're all rinsed off and drained. I'm going to take those and put them in here. And I'm going to put this other juice in here. I'm going to put the rest in here. All right. That cooked these greens down so much already. Can y'all see that? This is not going to be a long process, I tell you that. It is not going to be a long process. I'm trying to go underneath because, you know, I don't really want to chop all this up. I think I'm going to put, let me see. All right, so I got my beans. Got my beans. Got my greens. Yeah, I like the way that looks. And I had, I think, five pounds of greens. Yeah, I'm liking the way this is looking. I want to get this cooking as soon as possible, but I want you guys to be able to see it, so. Can you see it? You see it? I just wanted it to be covered pretty much, and it is. So I'm going to put this on it and bring it to pressure. Right, make sure. Had to make sure I had my seal. These things are so hard to get on here. Okay. I'm gonna put this on the stove. Oh, now I got my beans. Can you see them? Now I'm gonna bring that to pressure. Put this on the stove. pressure canners are so big and bulky. Both on the stove. So I just gotta bring that to pressure. I was gonna make cornbread, but I love cornbread so much. If I make it, I'm gonna eat it all, so I'm not doing it. What I'm gonna do now is I'm going to dump this oil in here. Dump it slower, because I don't want to let that settlement. Alright, take that, and I guess y'all ain't saw this since your mamas used to do it. You would really think I grew up in the 20s. It's just something that's in me. I don't know why. I'm tired. I'm getting tired of dirtying dishes, y'all. This is not the knife for this, I'll tell you that. Let me cut it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just going to cut this up. Just the kind of stuff, you know, kids don't like big onions like this. Not till they grow up. I'm going to take this and put this on the stove. I have 1 quart of water. I want to take this gravy mix right here. Dump it in here. It's not according to the package, because I really don't even need this. I just wanted to use it for whatever reason. I'm going to take some garlic, some salt, some pepper, of flour, I want to start sauteing this with what was left after I fried the chicken. Okay. I'm going to take this and like mix it up. And I don't want any lumps in here, like any big flour bumps. So I'm going to try to get it really good. Could be better, but that's how it's looking. I don't want to let this burn, because then the gravy will have a flavor, a burnt flavor. Pour this in here. Okay, can y'all see that? The steam is coming out of there. It's time for me to bring that to pressure. Now, once this becomes, this starts to jiggle, I'm going to put my timer on for 15 minutes. You know, my mom, when she used to make this, she used to like leave a few pieces of meat in here. Maybe a chicken wing, maybe a drumstick. Nobody ever ate it though. I don't know, maybe my mom ate it, I don't know. I know I didn't eat it. I mean, she must have, I don't know. You know what? She probably did eat it, because I know now at my age, if I put a drumstick or a wing in there, I would eat it. So she probably ate it. The gravy is looking so beautiful. It's going to start jiggling soon, and that's when I'm going to start my timer. Alright, here we go. It's jiggling. You see it? So now I'm going to start my timer. What the jiggling means is it means that pressure cooker has come to pressure. So I'm going, and can you see the smoke right here? That means this one is ready too. Gravy is cooking nicely. I need to taste it, but I don't really like tasting when I'm cooking that much. me taste it. You never want to leave a wooden spoon sitting on a hot pot. That was dangerous. This is what it's looking like. Ooh. That's good. It's like perfect. I shouldn't have put the spoon there. And the thing that's good about using this cast iron pan is that, you know, if you're anemic, a lot of the iron from the pan comes into your food. So that's a bonus. I remember the best chicken I ever tasted in my life was one time me and my husband, we were camping. So we just used some of the firewood that we had, and we put the meat inside aluminum foil and the vegetables in aluminum foil and put them directly on top of the firewood that we had. The skin, perfection. The flavor, oh my God. We enjoyed ourselves. I'm telling you, gravy doesn't get better than this. It's the way my grandma made it. It's the way my mother made it. It's the way I make it. I hope you'll try it. It's the way you make gravy. Look at that. I could have skimmed that off the top if I wanted to, but I don't.